Hey, what's up y'all? Back again with another video. I hope you guys are all doing well, taking care of yourself, eating foods that are aligned with you, and staying hydrated. So I wanted to talk about, I basically wanted to talk about jealous people and people that insist on trying to tear you down because they are jealous of you. And I have dealt with this a lot throughout my life, and I even talked about being shy. You could check out my previous video about if you are a shy person. This is my opinion about my experiences of being called shy. So I want to talk about my experiences through dealing with people who are jealous or who try to tear me down. Like I said, this has happened to me since I was younger, and high school, and then after high school as well, and even now in my adult life. You know, it doesn't happen as much anymore, but you know, that I know of, you know, because there's a lot of people that can be hidden, they can have hidden jealousy, and they can be in hidden competition with you and you don't even know it. You know, I'm the type of person, I don't operate like that. I feel like everybody can shine, everybody has a place here on earth, and I believe that I'm not above anyone and I'm definitely not below anyone as well. So I treat everybody the same, and everybody is needed here on this earth. You know, you have people who pick up garbage, you know, those people are valuable because our world needs a lot of cleaning. You know, we all have a deep meaning within ourselves that makes us unique. We have a deep meaning within our soul and the depth of who we are that is bigger than what we have been participating here in life, which is, you know, having a job, having a career. You know, that's definitely not everything about you. All of us have a bright light within us. A lot of us do. It just depends if we want to tap into that and are aware that we have that light, within us. We have to be aware of that. So we don't have to tear anyone down and want to have something that somebody else has. Why? You know, why do we want something that somebody else has in a very envious, jealous way, when everything is here for everyone? Whatever is aligned for you is aligned for you, right? So there's no need to be jealous of anyone or to try to take something away from someone or to try to tear them down. And I've had people who, you know, they see that I am who I am, whatever, and I shine my light. It is what it is. I just have a natural light that I attract outwardly. And for some people, they don't like that. They don't like that when it comes to me. So what they would do is that they will try to nitpick about something about me, whether it's externally or internally. And the age that I am at right now today, like, I've grown so much. I've done a lot of shadow work, and I'm not scared to be mad. I'm not scared to be sad. I'm not scared to address any hard challenges that I have within myself. I know how to communicate. I know how to love. But the interesting thing is that a lot of people project onto me their stuff and assume that I'm supposed to be taking on their stuff. Like, I'm supposed to take the bill, you know, pay for their energetic challenges that they have not dealt with, or their shadow work that they have not personally dealt with. So I've been doing the work, and I'll have people who will come and attack me because they are bothered. They could pick up, someone's spirit can naturally pick up on the fact that you are not bothered by people. You have a sense of self, you have a sense of confidence that you don't get from anyone else, and you're comfortable with who you are. So you probably will get attacked because you have that natural energy within you. You're a good person, you have great intentions, you mean well in everything that you do, even if people don't see it or understand it. You have a big light. So a lot of people, some of you guys will get attacked more than the next person. So another saying that a lot of people say, especially in the spiritual community, is that you attract what you are. And I absolutely do not agree with that 100%. There are people who are not good people here on this earth. And sometimes it does not have anything to do with you and how you feel inside of here. It doesn't always have to do with how you feel inside of here. Some people are just horrible people. Some people just suck. Some people are really jealous, and they come out of the woodworks. You know, you can disturb their soul. You know, I was around someone who was very unstable, erratic, and talked very fast, and also would cut me off when I was speaking, and would redirect the conversation to something else, undermine me, made it seem like I was unkind. What else? You know, when you're dealing with these types of people, they'll even turn it on you to make it seem like you're the bad person, when it's like, I've never met you before. I've never met you before, and you are projecting onto me your stuff. You're projecting onto me your insecurities. And so a lot of people will try to make you feel some type of way and project onto you, throw their negative energy onto you to make it seem like you are the negative person. It's like a person who has a bouquet of flowers, and this person, they come up to you and they're like, hey, look at my flowers. Look at my flowers. Do you see them? Look at the sunflower, and look at the red rose. Look at it. And you're looking at it, and then they're like, here, smell it. And you smell it. And you're like, yeah, these are beautiful. These flowers are beautiful. And then you start interacting with them more, and they still have those flowers there, but you start to smell a hint of shit. And you're like, where is this shit coming from? I smell the flowers, but I also smell some shit coming through the flowers. So, you know, you continue to interact with this person. They're a great person. They're beautiful. But they have a whole landfill of bullcrap behind those flowers that they're trying to distract you with. So before you can even, and this is why you have to be witty, you have to be quick with your observations of people and using discernment, because people will end up throwing their bullcrap behind the flowers onto you, and then all you have is a pile of shit on you. And they have the flowers that they're still standing behind as a distraction. So that's why you have to use your discernment of who you interact with. When you pick up on someone that does not feel right, and it's not coming from a jealous space, that is your cue. That's your angel, your higher self, God, the universe, talking to you, like warning, this person is not on the same vibration as you. And it's imperative to recognize that, so you can distance yourself, so you can interact in a way where they can't pull from you. They can't pull from your energy. A lot of times if you're at a job or in a family space, these people think that they can get away with doing anything that they can because you are this person in their family, or you're in a work setting. So you don't need anyone to control you. No one has the ability to control you, and it's important to understand that even if you are in these environments, no one can control you, because no one owns you. No one owns you. You may work with these people and you may be related to these people, but you still have your own autonomy that you have to take care of, your own energy that you have to take care of and love on. So when you're dealing with these people, it sucks, because Like me, I wish the world was better. I want people to be better, you know, and be just nicer people. And like, you don't even want to interact with people because it's just like, you're like, okay, is this person like this? Is that person like that? Because it's so festered with negativity, and people make it okay. It's not okay. Like, I don't go out there and give people an attitude and treat them badly. That's not my intention, because I want to be treated like a queen in a certain standard, so I'm going to treat other people the same way. So with using your discernment, you can't treat everybody like that. You just can't, because people are not on your level, because they're at different vibrations, and you can accept that everybody is on their own different vibration. Like, we don't live in a perfect world, and people are not invested into themselves like they should be, because I've said this before, if you are happy with yourself, you would never tear anyone down. You would never talk about anyone externally or internally. You would never cross anyone's energetic boundaries if you were genuinely happy with yourself. If you're genuinely happy with yourself, you wouldn't judge anyone. You wouldn't judge anyone. You would use discernment, but you wouldn't judge anyone off of petty things that really don't matter, because I've said this before, we are all in our own body. So all and every individual here has access to peace, has access to this higher source, has access to creating what they want to create. So don't allow anyone to use you as a puppet. If you guys look, if you guys have ever looked online and saw those old puppets that have strings on the top, there's the person, the puppet that's dangling, and then the wires that are connected to this wooden piece. And then you could put your hand on there and you can move the puppet around. You can move the puppet around, right? And do whatever you want with the puppet, because you're directing it that way. So think of it this way. Do you want to be controlled by anyone? No. So with that, the puppet, if you are being controlled by people and how they make you feel and what others may think of you, you're being a puppet. You're being a puppet. And all those energies, so the strings are connected to the puppet. That's the energy that's connected to the wooden piece with the hand on it. So whose hand is on your puppet? Is it your hand and God's hand, or is it other people's hand on it? Some people have a puppet where there's this hand on it, this hand, another hand, this hand, and another hand. That's a lot of layers to release from oneself. So you want to get your direct energy from your higher self. You want to get your direct energy from God, the universe, not from other people. So that's why I don't understand why people hate on others. It just doesn't make any sense, because we have so many people who want to control other people. We really do. We don't allow people to be themselves. We're always criticizing somebody, what they're wearing, how they look, how they're wearing their hair, that they have this, that they don't have that. Why are we doing that? That's just wasted energy. So don't be a puppet to other people's energy. Cut that off. Release that cord from you and that other person, even that place or thing. You know, you don't want to have all these ties to all these people, because the thoughts are overtaking you when you're in these situations. When you're dealing with other people, you have to be grounded and strong, because people have the tendency of trying to control others. You know why people control other people? It's because their life is not in control. They feel like their life is not in control, or so they want to control other people and take it out on other people. And it's like, dude, do the work. Do the shadow work with yourself so you can release all of that anger and that pent up resentment that you have, that you're not dealing with with the people that you're supposed to be talking to about, with the people that you should have taken it out on. Don't take it out on people you don't know, or people that remind you of maybe your sister, your brother, or a family member, or that friend. Don't take it out on those people. There's a lot of people that can remind you of someone that you know that has done you wrong out in your life. Don't take it out on people you don't know just because they remind you of that person that did you wrong. You know, like that's where that self-awareness comes into play. You know, when there's a situation happening and you're not liking what's going on, it's important to speak your voice, speak your truth in that moment, so that you won't carry that on to the next situation. And a lot of people don't know how to shake that off and then keep on moving. You know, it is hard. Like, it definitely is hard, and it's something that does need to be practiced, because sometimes I've even had to hold myself back on certain situations, not because, you know, basically the person was talking about me externally, and it annoyed me and it pissed me off, because I'm just like, I didn't come here for this. Like, I came here to work and make money. It seems like a lot of people don't want to make money or something like that. I don't understand. People don't want to take care of themselves and focus on their own health. No, they want to come to a job and just gossip and be cliquish and triangulate and gossip about others instead of focusing on themselves and why they're there to make money. You know, I've even had people give an excuse and give an excuse for someone's negativity and someone's talking down to me. Someone gave an excuse for that and was basically saying like, oh my gosh, they're just young, they don't know anything. Well, they're gonna learn today. They're gonna learn today that you can't talk to me like that. I don't care where you come from. There's no excuse. Like, you know what's right from wrong. And especially if you're 28, 29, 30 years old, you know what you're doing. And you know when you're disrespecting someone, you know? So it's crazy. And I was upset that the fact that that person was critiquing me, and it's just like, I already know whatever you're critiquing me about, I already know it, and I'm okay with myself. So what I was pissed about is that the fact that they're even commenting on that, and they're wasting their energy on doing that. Like, hey, hello, we're here to make money. Let it go. Like, love on yourself more. Don't come to me, because I actually like myself. I like what I'm doing. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I don't have a problem. So don't try to flip it on me. You're crap. No. I've done the work. You don't get to do that. And so this is what individuals do, because they don't want to take accountability. And I do. I'm not embarrassed about who I am. I'm very comfortable with who I am. Another thing that I want to talk about is that what I noticed too with people giving compliments. And compliments are great. They're nice to receive, but it's crucial to understand that you're not holding on to these compliments, and you are not making it, you're not getting a high off of these compliments. If you're getting a high and an ego high off of these compliments, then that's something that should be looked at within, because you may be seeking validation from the external. You know, there's a difference between wanting to be noticed and just being noticed or getting noticed without doing anything. And that's when you know that you really deserve the compliment versus always seeking and always trying to take energy and be vampiric about wanting to seek or get validation, wanting to get validation from others. And a lot of people think that I want validation from others. Like, I've been around people who insinuated that I wanted validation from people and that I'm not comfortable with myself, or that I have mom problems or family problems. A lot of us have family problems. All of us do. Nobody is like scared of that. I'm not scared of that. It is what it is. You know, we're here on this earth to experience what we're experiencing. And I've spoken up to my family, so I don't have an issue with expressing myself and communicating with the people around me or the people that I know. And so with people assuming that I need validation is false. I get validation, I get compliments without even trying. I don't even need it. Basically, how I feel about compliments and seeking validation is stupid. Like, honestly, it makes me uncomfortable, not the fact that I'm insecure about how I look. I'm fine with how I look. I'm completely okay with that. But what I don't like is, I don't like when attention is being put on me, because it's just looks, and I'm much deeper than that. And so I would rather not have a lot of compliments, because that's just surface level. It's surface level. It's surface level. Like I don't care, you know. And a lot of people assume that I care. I don't care. I don't need attention from other people. I just don't. And but people assume that I do because of the way that I look or the way that I act. Like, no. Like, I don't need a lot of people around me. And so, yeah, I just want to put that out there, because people got me all misconstrued and misunderstood. And that happens a lot too, is that people misunderstand who I am. And it's just like, I'm not misunderstanding you. Like, I don't care. Like, you be you and I'm gonna be me. So don't assume that I'm stuck up, or don't assume that I need validation and stuff like that. Like, that's old now. I'm at the age that I'm at now, to where that, like, I know better, that that's not the way to live, and that's not the way to be, is to get my energy from validation. Like, when you do that, you plummet, you fall, like your energy dips, where they call it depression. And because you're not getting that high from other people. You're not getting that high from other people, so you're going to, you know, decline in how you feel about yourself, because you're seeking it from other people, you know. So I'm not like that. I like nice things. I don't have a problem showing people that I have nice things, or talking to others about things that I like, or expensive things that I like, or things I would like to try. And I encourage everybody else to do the same thing. It's not going to intimidate me what you like. Your dreams could be so big. Like, my dreams are big, how I look at life and what I want out of life. So you could do the same thing. So don't get mad at me if I'm being who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am and how I look, and the standard that I like to receive versus you. It's like we're outdoing our dreams now. We're one-upping each other in our dreams and what we want to experience. If you want to experience something small that is not my thing, go do it. Like, I'm not going to look down on you because you are wanting to do or buy that thing or experience that particular thing. Do it. Like, we all like different stuff. Like, it is what it is. Like, it doesn't make it better or lesser than the other. Do what you want to do. So don't worry about people who I'm talking to the people who understand me. I'm talking to the people who resonate with me. And I am expressing myself through my own experiences of how petty this stuff is. The older that I get, I realize how petty this stuff is, and how humanity can't move further because we're constantly fighting each other, constantly judging each other. And then if somebody does give a compliment, like there's maybe a hidden agenda behind it, or they don't really mean it. Just protect your energy as much as possible, and don't fall for the illusion of how someone looks. Don't fall for the illusion of how someone looks. Their bouquet of flowers. And remember to not be a puppet, and you connect your energy to your higher self and God. Don't allow people to puppet you around and take your energy, because as soon as they take your energy, the little puppet with the wooden thing holding it, you have all these hands that are connected to the puppet. That's all that energy being sucked out of you, into those people, of feeding into those people, and they're getting a high off of your energy. So it's important to take those hands off of your puppet that don't belong there, so you won't get drained, so you can be able to be on the top of your game, and to use discernment, make better decisions for you. You want all your energy coming back to you, so you can experience the things that you want to experience, not what other people are telling you. And then you'll start to attract these types of people less and less and less. They will not even be able to even think about doing that. They'll keep it to themselves, or whatever the case may be. They'll know how to act when they come around, because honestly, people are way too comfortable with crossing their boundaries with others and asking questions that they have no business asking someone that they just met, and probing on others and stuff like that, and encroaching on people's privacy. So don't allow anybody to do that. And you may have to do it over and over and over again until you tell the universe, like, hey, like, I'm real about this. Like, stop sending me people that are like this, that are haters. Stop sending me friends that are haters. Stop sending me relationships, partnerships where people are not as supportive as they should be. Not fake support, not hidden jealousy support. Real, true support. Nurturing relationships. Nurturing situations. No more of these negative situations. So sometimes we, as people, we let these things happen over and over and over again, way too much. And you have to balance out the scales for yourself. It can't be all, like, there's two scales, right? It can't be all, like, this is for people and this is for yourself. So it can't be like this. You can't be like this. It is outweighing. You can't be more for others than you are for yourself. You have to balance that scale out to where it's like this. You'll know when to give to people, and you're lowering it. You'll know okay, I feel like giving to this person. Okay, I feel like hanging out with this person. Oh, okay. Oh, see, it's dropping down now. It's starting to get a little unbalanced. So what do? You pull back, and you fill your cup up, and you balance yourself out. That's what you have to do, because people will drain you. They really, really will. And people will cross you because they don't love themselves. A lot of people don't truly, really love themselves like they should. And some people are lying, that they do. And don't get bamboozled by people, especially if you're like a spiritual person. Do not get bamboozled by people who tell you that they are spiritual. And it could be far from the truth. It could be far from the truth, or they could just be starting their journey, or they can have a lot of trauma still that they still have to process. Just because someone says that they are spiritual, it does not mean that you can tell them everything about you. Some people can't handle it. They can't handle it. You know, they still have a lot of deprogramming to do within themselves, like we all do, but a lot of people are at different levels. So never forget that you don't have to pour yourself into someone just because they say that they're spiritual. It doesn't matter. And it's the same thing with religion. So it's like, do the labels really, really matter? It's really about your internal health first. And are you taking care of yourself? Are you addressing the traumas within yourself? Are you willing to do that and go there with yourself and God? So please don't get bamboozled by people that tell you that they're this and that they're that. Even their actions and stuff like that, their actions can be fake and false. You know, there's a lot of actors, really good actors out here that are not on TV. So you have to be careful with that as well. What is your gut telling you? And are you taking care of yourself the best way that you can so that you could be on your P's and Q's? Because it's a lot of work. It's a lot to go out there and deal with the world and deal with different types of people, different types of backgrounds. But you got to make sure that you are slowly taking care of yourself the best way that you can, and balancing out those scales within yourself and filling your cup all the way up, all the way up. So when you pour a little bit, it's not taking from your energy. You're not taking it's not going to be a lot to help that other person, you know, because your cup is full. A lot of people say, oh, I look at the cup full, half empty or some shit. And it's just like, dude, I'm filling my cup up as much as I can, all the way up to the rim, almost spilling out. So when I pour some, that person or that individual that I'm giving to, they can have it. There's no expectations. I'm spiritually healthy within, you know, I'm spiritually fed within. So I don't need anything from anyone. I don't need anybody's validation. You know, I don't need anyone's compliments. I don't need anything from anyone because I've been doing the work. So continue to take care of yourself and put yourself first, even though people will tell you not to put yourself first. People will tell you that you're selfish. People will try to make you feel guilty and try to shame you for you taking care of you first. There's nothing wrong with that. That they've taught us backwards. You're supposed to put yourself first. A lot of us would be a lot further if we would have put ourselves first and made decisions for ourselves. So thank you guys for listening, and I will be back again with another video. Peace.